Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link, so give me 1 minute. Okay, I've shared the link. Let me just stop share and share the screen. Okay. Hi Abhinav, hi Shrikant, hi Vasudha, hi Jami. Yep, you're not here for last few days, Jami. Hi Vijay. So guys, last 2 days have been a little tough, especially on my end. 2 or 3 trades which I took didn't work out as expected and ended up in losses. So I have to fix them. I have to make sure that, yes, I do not get stuck with those losses and try to find something which looks much better. Okay, so I'm going to do some more deep dive in today, see what happened because I was expecting a bull flag to break out. It did break out 4170 plus, couldn't hold, and then it just dragged down, 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 and more down. Hi Sidhu, hi Arun, hi Kamal, Sashrikal, hi Prakash, Sashrikal Devinder, hi Nilesh, good evening. So guys, we need to do a little more to and try to get better with market because this market is hard. It's not easy to trade, and if you're on the wrong side, you get cut really, really badly. So 2 days were bad. Yes, they were bad. We accept. We'll try to fix. We'll try to review what we did wrong. And tomorrow, maybe next day, maybe next week, we will cover our losses. So I have no doubts on that. And let's start. Let's start our process. Let's keep on doing our process. Let's keep on refining it. And we will be at one stage where we will start to win much more and will be much, much happier. Yep, Mitchell, it was hard. Hi, Francis. Hi, Game of Traders. Hi, Jackie J. Yep, position size is fine. Yes, that's one of the important thing. But like I'm taking 3,000 trade, like limit trade at max at one time. So I have decided I'm not going to go above 3,000 on a single trade. So I have kind of managed my position size. But if I have to reduce it further, I will. Otherwise, I will still simply watch the market till I get a good setup. Hi, Vani. So let's start from the scans. Okay. Let me start from inside day. So we have SC, PayPal, and Mara. So PayPal was in our list. People was supposed to break out. It did not. So it's not there. I'll just make PayPal inside day. Then let's look at double inside days if we have anything. Let me just change the same query and make it 2 days. It's only Bitcoin. Let's take 4 days. That's good, Francis. Hi Ajay, hi Vivek, hi Neeraj. So 4 day uh, inside day. That's interesting. Everything is practically in a very tight range. So nothing is coming out from the scan. Plus, I am thinking to add a couple of more scans just to figure out what we can extract from the watch list so that we can trade better. And if we have those, so probably over the weekend, I'll spend a couple of hours figuring out the possible combinations of the factors to scan and see what comes out to be the best. And then I will share with you guys as I get into those scans, test them, verify them that they work properly. And once I have confidence that yes, they work, I'll be sharing those scans with you all. So let's start. Let's start with ES. So this was the W pattern or the flag breakout I was expecting. It did break out. It covered higher than the previous one, but it was a fake breakout. And again, I was of the opinion that if the CPI comes to be less than 5.2, market should break out above this number. But this number is such an important wall that it's not easy to clear. The market is still in the range. It did not break down today. It came all the way, tested this 12 EMA line and bounced again. And right now, there is not much volume in the futures, but more or less it's on the verge. If it breaks this thing, then this entire bull flag invalidates and we break down very quickly. And this time, if we break down 40, 60, and then this area, about 40, 35, 40, 40 is a good target area. And if we lose this one, the flush will be very quick. So tomorrow number, we need to see how they come up and what will be the impact of those numbers. Because right now, even after the core CPI was less than 5.2, no, the CPI was less than 5.2, core CPI is still 5.6 as expected, which is still high. Now, crude has gone up. A couple of other like rents have gone up a little, but not much. But all in all, if you read the Fed statement, they are pretty much confident to have a May hike of 25 basis points. And then they are may or may not do June with any hikes. This is for sure done because everybody agrees to it. Now, if it is not done in May, that will be a massive surprise and market will like it. But as of now, it's about 75% priced in that it is going to have a 25 basis point hike. Now, from a trading point of view, we are finding very difficult trading days. Let me just increase the size here. You will see right here, we are in a very tight zone. We are not closing below this line. We are not going above this line. So it's practically we are in a range of 4105 to 4150 area, something like that. Not cleaner, but 4150. We are in this extreme tight zone. Now, what can happen from here? What could be the next catalyst? Tomorrow's number? Yes. Bank's earnings? 100%. Now, this has to break out or break down. Right now, if you look at this ES is definitely up, but the strength is not there in it, which shows that yes, there may be a potential move on the higher side because of the price action, but it is not showing strength. But somehow it's not giving up either. Like 18 is the current ADX number, which is not bad. Like if you go about 25, it gives you good positive strength that yes, the positive momentum has strength. The momentum is positive on ES. I'm not talking about NQ. The strength is not there. So let's see how long this can carry on. Because for the last 10 days, if you see right from here, the strength is not there, but the momentum on the green side is there. So every dip was bought, and the negative momentum is literally dying. So we need to have sellers. Once we have the red line going up, green line coming down, that will be the time where shorts will get really, really interesting. So for now, uh, I'm going to reduce my bias to neutral because it's very difficult to figure out what's happening. ES is neutral, and if I have to buy, I'll not be buying here. I'll be first looking at selling this one. 4108. Today it went down to 4113, 4114. Again, managed to close above this line. Now, if we lose the 12 EMA, which is 4108, that's a definite sell. That's 100% sell. And this time the sell will be very rigorous, very aggressive, because as I said, the strength in the green momentum is not there. Somehow the price is being managed higher, but there is not strength. So if we start to break down this thing, we will be very quickly reaching out to this area. So in terms of level, sell 4108. Stop loss, I'm going to keep, look at this chart, 4125. Actually, it's 4128, so let's make it 4130. Let's keep it 30. Target is 4072 and 4035. Now, this could get aggressive. For the 8 or 9 days, like if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, tomorrow will be the 10th day of ES in a very tight zone. And again, if we break out or break down, I don't know where we are going to break out or break down. I can only determine the level. If we are below 4108, I will not try to go long at all. Now, there may be a possibility of a fake breakdown. So in case of a fake breakdown, we might break below and try to come back. And that should happen in like as quickly as it can. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to catch this thing. This thing should be shorted. So probability of shorting is high the moment we lose 4108. Positive, you can go positive above 4130. Stop loss, I'm going to keep very small 4120 area. Now, in this case, 4170 is like super duper extreme difficult wall to cross. Okay, now before that, we also have this area 4150, which has been a very, very tough area to crack. So 4145, 4150, 4170. If we have a closing, I'll just move this. If we have a weekly closing above 4170, then it be really, really positive. But we need to see if we have a weekly closing below 4108, that will be nasty. Is it forming a bearish rising wedge? Possibly, friend, but it needs to break down. And once that breakdown happens, yes, I'm talking about ES only. Once that breakdown happens, so this is a wedge, but I will say this is more of a triangle. And this is like a bull flag, which usually is, because we are not going higher, we are making higher lows and lower highs. Ignoring this one, because this was a fake breakout. So it's still a bull flag. Whether we break out, we break down, that depends maybe tomorrow or on the bank numbers. But this is getting really, really compressed. And one thing which I would like to say, Fridays have been a really, really good move for ES. It usually moved 2-3% on that day. We might have a breakout or breakdown on Friday, and it could be a single trend day. And that will be the day where you can make good money if you are on the right side. Because it will just run, and run in that direction. If you are long, it will run on the long side. If you are short, it will go down on the short side. So wait for it. If you see breaking above 4140, you should have confidence to go long. If it breaks below 4108, you should have confidence to go short. So that's my take on ES. And let me, is there any ETF or equivalent to ES future if we can trade futures? The only thing which is equivalent, Ganesh, is SPY. Otherwise, you cannot trade anything than that. The black line in DMI is the strength of red line or green line. It is the strength of the trend. So the trend means that upward trend is weak. This means the power of green line, like it shows the green is positive momentum. It is crossover. The positive momentum is there, but it doesn't have that power in it. The negative momentum is literally weak. So we'll not say that it is negative. Anything which is crossed over, that is the momentum. And black line will tell you whether that momentum has strength or not. Right now, the upward momentum is there, but there is no strength in it. We will have strength once it crosses the 25 number on the DMI. Okay. NQ. So NQ, as I said, 13,000 was a really, really good area. I mentioned in my community as well. 13,000 was defended really well. And if I convert this into high Kenichi candle, this is the first candle, like we see 1, 2, 3. It's a breakdown. It actually is a breakdown already in this range. It has lost 12 EMA. On ES, we have yet to lose 12 EMA. On NQ, we have lost 12 EMA. So the momentum is really bad. And this is the first flat top after we have lost the 12 EMA. If you convert this into normal candles, you will see that this is a green candle. But in fact, it is showing the momentum that yes, the trend has changed and there's some negative momentum happening. Also, let me just increase this. Look at this. The negative momentum is rising. Okay. And the positive momentum is coming down. The value of this momentum is 24. It means the negative momentum, once it crosses, and if the black line remains above 25, it means the negative momentum is catching up. Negative momentum is building up. And when negative momentum builds up, you can have literally good aggressive declines. Okay. So keep a check on these numbers once you are trading. So on NQ, the loss of 13,000. Now, NQ is definitely neutral to short. So stop loss is now 13,017. And if you will see, it was inside day breakdown. And this was the low here, 12,967. And we closed below that. So it's NQ did not make a lower high, NQ made a lower low. It's inside day breakdown. Inside day breakdown, lost 12 EMA and 13,017. So it is 60% negative, right? And we'll see. Now, where should we short? Usually as a break of inside day, we should sell around 12,970, the low of the previous candle. So this is one, come on, 1, 2. So if we go below this area, that's the inside day breakdown. So we should sell below 12,950. Just make it roundable. Now, once we do that, what is the possible support? The support comes right here, 12,858. So 12,858. The next step is 12,761. 12,761. So these are the potential targets. Loss of 12, we should target the blue line and the red line. Now, in terms of higher, so if it appears to be a fake breakdown and we try to bounce, try to go long above the 12 EMA, which is 13,050. Stop loss is again 13,017, because I'm keeping small stop losses for longs, because if it fails, then we should not be stuck in this position for long. 165, and then we can see 300. 165, 13,300. 40% to 60%. That's NQ level. Ganesh, you need to watch. Yeah, if you ask these questions all of a sudden, then I lose the context. These are regression channel. You need to watch a video for regression channel and you will understand these regression channel parameters. Then we have triple Q. So triple Q, you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation. We close right below 312.97, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci. Now, loss of this, we can easily test 38. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just cancel the right extension. Yes, you will see right there. We have this 313 area, which had been 61.8 Fibonacci. Now, this Fibonacci level has been tested once, twice, thrice, 4 times. Once we break out, we are stuck at 78.6 Fibonacci. We are not able to cross this. All right. But we have tested this once, twice, thrice. So if you take 1, 2, 3, it's a double inside day on triple Q, and we have broken below that. So 13,447, it's a breakdown below double inside day, and double inside day is bad because you have lost a very good consolidation on the double inside day. So triple Q is neutral to short, and double inside day breakdown. Loss of 12 EMA. And Fibonacci 61.8 Fib is right there. Now, always remember 61, 38, 23. These are the three important Fibonacci numbers. A loss of 61 will bring it down to 38 and to 23. A loss of 38 on the back test will bring it down to 0. There are certain rules. So keep in mind of those rules so that you can use the Fibonacci to the best. These are mathematical equations, so they always work. All right. So let's look at the levels now. Now we need to sell below 313. Sell below 313. What should be our stop loss? 12 EMA. 314.45. So let's make it 314.50. What is the possible target? 50%. This is a move, so 50% retracement, which is also a support of 34 EMA, which is again a Fibonacci number. So 307.675 is really a good Fibonacci and a target. Once we break that, 302.25. Again, 60% breakdown is there. And on the higher side, where should we buy? Practically, we should go above 318 or 317.75 so that we can make it better. 317.75. Stop loss is 314.50. Targets are these two. For now, 322 only. If it breaks higher, and 1%, I think it's a no trade zone. Because if we still remain in that zone, we'll end up in the losses like we had in the last 2 days. So it's better to wait for the zone to break. One break of zone will ride on that side and will cover all the losses in one single trade. All right, that's about the index. Now let's move on to Apple. Since Apple had a bad news, and if you look at here, Apple has lost the 12 EMA. It is on the verge of losing this regression channel. There are gaps which needs to be filled on Apple. So let's short Apple on every rise if we can get. Stop loss is 161, which is the 12 EMA. So Apple is short for me. Sell below this red line. So sell below 160. Stop loss is 161.5. Let's try to fill the gap. 158.50. And then 157.50. If we lose 157, because we went in a good momentum here, it will come down to 153.25. And it is a loss of 12 EMA. Loss of 12 EMA, same thing. If I increase the DMI, you will see the overall momentum is still up because the green line is above the red line, but the green line is definitely coming down and the red line is going up. It means that the positive momentum is losing strength because the black line is also coming down. So positive momentum is losing strength, negative momentum is gaining. So it means it has possibility of aggressive decline. And because this is on the daily basis, let's break it down into 15 minutes. On 15 minutes, you will see the strength of the negative momentum. It's getting better. During the day, it was holding 161, 162 area, and the momentum was weak. But during the half hour of last 1 hour, it built the momentum on the negative side. The positive momentum came down, negative momentum came up, and the strength of the negative momentum is also getting better. So just keep an eye on this for 15 minutes or for half an hour candle with high Kinishi, and you will have much more trades. AMD has been a disaster for me in the last 3 days, back to back 3 days. I had really high expectations from it and I got busted. It is falling like crazy. Now it has lost 38.2 Fibonacci. And once we lose the 38 Fibonacci, the momentum is dying. That's the whole problem. There's hardly any momentum in this. The strength is not there at all. So every rise is being sold. So AMD stop loss is 93.16, 93.15. We are well below this area. So sell on rise because it opens and gives you some opportunity. 92.5. It is short. Target 90, or I would say 89.50 and 86. These are possible breakdowns. AMD and NVIDIA both can be possible breakdowns. If you want to sell them, you can sell them aggressively. Because momentum is gone, lost 12 EMA, lost important Fibonacci. So right here, loss of 12 EMA, 38.2% Fibonacci level. These are all negative points. Amazon, it lost everything. It lost 12 EMA, 34 EMA. It's coming to an important regression channel. And somehow, like, these charts looks ominous because they were supposed to break out. They came out of the regression channel and now they are flirting with danger. You see right here, the momentum, the positive momentum is declining a lot. So we should not think to add it here. The mistake which I did, I ignored the DMI and I paid the price. The negative momentum is increasing, so we should sell it. Amazon is short. Sell. Stop loss is 97.8. No, 34 EMA is 98.50. Stop loss is 98.50. And we should sell near 98, 97.50 area. What should be the target? 96.3. That will be a make or break area for it. If it loses 93, 96, this time it will come down to 92.5. It has bounced multiple times from 92.5. So we need to see. So in this case, loss of 12 and 34 yen. Yep, that's Amazon. BA. BA and Caterpillar, I think, will be the tools which are going to hold it. It's in a very tight range. The only problem is there's no strength here in the positive momentum. So I would not go upfront. I would like to buy the dip if it comes around 210. It is holding the 12 EMA. So I am positive on this. 210 is my stop loss. Buy in the dip if you can get. And break of 218 will be massive ongoing. Baba, I'm not going to cover it because it has a news. So there's no point going into Baba. So I'm going to cover Caterpillar. Now, Caterpillar, uh, last time we were talking about Caterpillar, it has to break down. And you will see this was a head and shoulders and it broke down. Since then, what it has done, it has made this, which is not a clear pattern. The negative momentum is coming down, cooling off, but positive momentum is yet to carry. Look at these numbers. Negative momentum is cooling off. Positive momentum is building, and the strength is right there. So if it crosses 33 or the red line, it is setting up for a buy. And if tech is getting weaker, these stocks will get some support. It is holding the 12 EMA. It is a morning star, which is right here. It needs to just hold this 219 area. If it does, then it's a good opportunity to enter into Caterpillar. So instead of Baba, we have Cat. I want to buy near 220, stop loss 217. Tomorrow is Thursday, and Caterpillar usually runs on Thursdays. Remember that. $26.76. This is Morning Star continuation. PayPal. PayPal was supposed to break out. It did break out, but couldn't hold on to it. So it's an inside day right now. It's extremely coiled. I think this will work once we have earnings from the bank. And I think for now, because in this rectangular block, if something has to be done, it needs to either break above from here or break down from here. Right now, you see there's hardly any strength. So this is getting coiled for an extremely good setup. Cook, I will cover Roku. This is getting really, really tight. So if I have to trade banks, I will trade PayPal on behalf of banks for Friday. So PayPal can be a contra call. It is like if you look at the inside week, see how many weeks it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dodgies in this stage. Filled all the gap. There's nothing to be broken. Extremely oversold. There's hardly any strength, neither positive nor negative. This gets really, really exciting. So again, I'm going to keep PayPal as positive. I'm going to keep it neutral, but this is getting really, really exciting. I would play this for banks. Google after extreme volatility now has tested the 12 EMA. It was one of the strongest candidates going into, like, again, it got rejected right from that 61.8 Fibonacci. You will see the importance of 61.8 all the time. Now, the loss of 12 EMA will be bad. It can bring it back to 101, 100. But the only thing is, the momentum in Google is still there. If some stock has to be bought, I think Google and Meta are one of the two choices which could be bought. So I am going to keep this as a try. If it goes above 105, I'm keeping it neutral. Buy above 105.60. Stop loss is the 12 EMA, 104.24. And it tested that today. Target area is 108. E5. And sell below 104.25 for 101.90. If you want to sell, sell it right there. Meta, same thing with Meta. Meta is, see, when you are making dodges at the top, it looks very difficult because the momentum in Meta is super high. It has not seen any decline. There's hardly any negativity on Meta. I really don't know what is going to happen in the earnings, but this Google ADX is very low. 1 second. Google ADX is 25, not very low. It's 30 and 25. So it's good. Same thing for Meta. The ADX is 40, 50 and 31. So any dip, if it comes in Meta, you should try to buy this. So Meta stop loss is 210. You can buy in any dip. 211 to 13. If you can get anything in between or 12, it looks good. The loss of 210, the loss of 2760, loss of 2765, sell it for 197. Again, these areas will be deciders, like 104, 207.60. This looks really, really nice. Meta is still positive. Microsoft, I have no idea why this company is running. Microsoft is holding this area for a long period. Okay, and I was also noticing on the Heikinishi, it is making inside days. The momentum is really solid on Microsoft. Even on like negative day like today, it was holding. So just to be honest, it's really confusing what to do with Microsoft. So I'm gonna keep a bullish take on Microsoft unless it loses 280. If it loses 280, then I'll be shorting Microsoft. So loss of 280, sell it for 273, 266. But because they have said AI for I don't know how many days, it's running. I'm keeping it neutral. Stop loss is 281. buy above 283.25. Target was 288.50, 291.60. Ganesh, I do not cover Zim or NNC. Again, I cannot give you any advice on whether you want to do average or not. It's totally like you need to speak to a person who is expert on these investment advices. Netflix, Netflix failed. 348 failed 12 EMA and it's below 12 EMA. So negative momentum is gaining, positive momentum is coming down, but it's still not enough. So loss of 328 should bring 319 into the picture. So right now it's there. So I would sell on Rise Netflix. $331 to 335 is your stop loss. 328, 319. That's Netflix. Nvidia. Nvidia is a clear breakdown today. So I tried short on Nvidia and somehow I didn't had confidence. So I exited, but it's finally time for Nvidia to give up. So Nvidia stop loss is Nvidia's short. Stop loss is 269. Look for 258, 253. Sell near 264, 266. Let this sucker sell. This is one company which is supposed to be at a very lower price than where it is. So sell this. Roadblocks. So Roadblocks today finally broke out. But again, it almost reached to 47, 48. It made a higher high and it's coming down. Every time it has come down into this area, it has found the support. So maybe one more time, if it comes to 44, I will take like 43.50 as my stop loss. I'll try to buy the dip. 44, 44.50. It is still in a very tight zone. This is an important support, 12 EMA. So all in all, it is really, really good. Sure, Saurabh, we'll talk about that. Coin, I think with Bitcoin, let me see what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 1% positive. So let's talk about coin. Coin did close above 67 versus a bearish engulfing candle. It needs some strength. So it's a bearish engulfing. And Bitcoin is not breaking. Which is negative in nature, this bearish candle. And the momentum is weak on the higher side. So if it comes down to, I will try to neutral it. Let me just change it to just green for now. Try to add this at around 66. Pioneer 66. Tesla, everyone's favorite. Tesla broke down. It's a massive evening star. There's hardly any momentum in it. Hardly. Everything is being sold. The trend is like, it's hardly like any positivity at all. It may have some more strength on the negative side tomorrow once we go up. But as of now, the strength is really, really weak. So Tesla is a short. Stop loss is 183.50. Sell below 180. Target is this area where it has found the support. 177, let's make it 176.25. And then we have 167, 161. 167, 161. 60% to 40%. So guys, that's my pickers. Again, I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, but I'm going to use the levels and only trade if those levels are broke down or broke on the higher side. So let me share the Zoom link with you all. Anybody who wants to talk can join the call. Right is running, yes, but I do not trade those small stocks. They're very difficult to trade. They will go up one moment and they will come down next. Yes, Saurabh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Paji. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just
I
share my screen.
Baba chart right now. Baba I have opened.
Oh, okay.
Again, it is the same thing. Loss of 61.8 Fibonacci. Break 31, it should come down to 23, which is 92. And then if it breaks below 92, it will come down to 87.
Okay. Paji, but I'm seeing on the daily time frame, and it's a kind of inverted head and shoulder.
Let me see.
If you go on a longer time frame.
This is a longer time frame, 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you see here, right?
You want to say this?
Yeah.
This was inverted head and shoulders, which broke out. Not this one. Because the neckline is right here.
Okay. Let me check why I'm seeing the different thing then.
If you want to try much longer time frame, this is 5 years.
Yeah.
So if you're considering this one,
Yes, exactly.
so it failed.
Yeah, that's what I was long considering this so that it should complete the second head. But yeah, it failed today.
Yeah, I also expected it to go to 120, but it failed badly. And these news, we do not have any control. But if
Exactly.
you have stocks, then I think keep 92 or 87 as your stop loss and try to see if it makes a base over there.
Okay.
If it does, then I think probability of coming back is really high.
But Paji, how bad is the news? Because SoftBank, they're selling, means they don't have that much. Like it's only as of now they don't have that much stake, right? of Baba. Initially, they used to have that.
Yeah, with Chinese companies, no idea.
This is the second or third time Baba is ditching us, Paji. That's why.
But it always does it.
Yeah, seriously.
It
This is
invites you that everything is ready. Come eat my biryani, and the moment you go there, there's nothing on the plate.
exactly. So this is third time. It has so much positive, news around Baba and everything.
See, the
But
gap is to be filled, right?
yeah, yeah,
Gap fill,
exactly.
the gap fill will be really good.
Okay. Okay, Paji. So yeah, I will be better. I will exit out the options tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't
So
think
I'm
so.
looking at the chat, and there were a couple of questions. Muralidhar, I will post that sheet so you will have that information.
Okay. So
So
I can be on mute, Paji. I'm done with.
you can mute yourself, bhai.
Thank you.
So there was one Roku and there was one MDB, if I remember. So let's look at Roku. Roku is, you see right here, extremely tight. Now, the problem with all these things is that they need to break out or break down. This is a box setup. The moment it will break out from here, it will be a massive move. The moment it, see, it's holding in this area, and the momentum is dying there. There's hardly anything. So it comes to a point where something is coming. Don't know when, but something will come. And until then, it will play in this range. 60 to 58 on the lower side, 65 to 67 on the higher side. If it breaks 67, you are good. If it breaks 59, you can short. In between, if you want to take a trade, add here, sell here. That's simple on Roku. So I don't know who asked, but this is what Roku is. MDB. MDB got some news, I think, today, and it rallied. And now it is hammer and hammer, both hammers. The earnings were bad, but even then it held on to that 190 area, and then it has not looked bad. Now, if tomorrow it breaks or open below 218, it will become an abandoned baby. That is one of the rarest bearish candle patterns. So MDB has tendency to do big moves. Keep an eye, 218 or anything below 222. If it opens, it's an abandoned baby. Short that hell out of it, MDB, if it opens below 222. If it doesn't, like during the day, if it goes below 222, I will not short it. If it opens below 222, short the hell out of it. Okay. Okay. Let me read. So Roku, ADX, MDB, right? CMG will talk later. Yes. Yes, Nilesh.
I know. Well, let me share my screen. 1 second.
Let me see if you can share your screen. Share your screen now.
Okay, let me see. No, it says I cannot share while other participant is sharing. So
Okay, I'll stop sharing. You can share.
okay. Okay, Neville, I want to talk about Abbott Labs. So what I'm actually seeing, I'm not sure if I'm drawing this correctly, is a cup and handle. And there's earnings report that's supposed to come out on the 19th. So I want to kind of get your thoughts on
It is
Abbott Labs.
not cup and handle yet. It's a good rounded base,
Okay.
and round base usually do really good. But for handle, it needs to break above 105.
Oh, for a handle. Okay. All right.
If it
And then,
does before that, then it becomes handle.
okay, got it. And then the DMI actually looks pretty good where it looks above 25. The strength is really at 23 right now.
Which is
So
good.
which is good. But because earnings is coming out next week on the 19th, do you think it's kind of running up towards the before the earnings comes out, or would it be wise to wait until earnings come out and then play this?
See, if you have to play, you have to play above 105. Because you have seen in last 2 days, if we enter doing a preempt move, we get stuck. It's
Yeah.
nothing is happening.
Yeah.
So it's better for us to wait for 105.
Okay,
But
got it.
it has built a good momentum at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Where it came out of the consolidation and then moved from 96 all the way to 105.
Yeah.
So it has already given $10 move. Now it needs to cool off.
Okay.
It will cool off maybe until 1 day or 2 days to the ER, and then all of a sudden there's a momentum into this. But usually it doesn't move that much after the years. It used to move when there was COVID, but not anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Abbott used to do really good during COVID. So that's the other thing I wanted to just talk. Okay. Great. That's all I had. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Sonu.
Hello, Naval Paji. Two questions. One is about the DMI concept that you have taught us. So, can DMI be used on 5 and 15 minutes for intraday trading?
See, these indicators are there to use at any time frame, but you need to test it that how comfortable are you with the outcome of that indicator at 5 minutes. So you need to do some level of testing. So let's take an example. Let's take ES. Let's take 5 minutes. Let's take during the day period when the market was on. So you see the market at 11 is going up and the DMI strength was going down, this black line. It was going up, up, up. Strength was going down, 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 down. Right here, the strength was very low, right? But the market was high. The market went up, the strength came down.
But the green line crossed over the red line if you see in that period, right?
It also came down and they are below
Right.
25 at that time.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, we had a big tick on the downside. The momentum went up, black line raised to the occasion, and then it remained high until here. Then the divergence happened. The negative momentum came down and price did not fall further. So price action can stay. The momentum, if it goes down, it tells you that yes, I am not going down more at this time. So you need to do some level of back testing at your end just to be comfortable that what time frame fits you the best. But yes, these things work for every time frame.
This is also a lagging indicator like all the others?
DMI is a lagging indicator, yes. Every indicator is a lagging indicator because it's derived.
Got it. And I wanted to just as an example, like if you show the DMI for Tesla, I have a question that you were on the daily. Now,
Yes.
in this case, what is the DMI telling us? See, the negative momentum is going up, the positive momentum is going down, but the strength is very low, strength of the move.
Yes, so it tells you that something is about to happen.
Why does, if the strength is low, how does that indicate that something?
Yeah, you cannot go down than this.
Okay. Okay.
So you're hitting the wall here. So from here, you will only bounce.
Okay.
So the negative momentum is already giving you an indication that yes, I am there, and it is about to bounce.
And it seems to be like a bounce in the negative direction, right?
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, NVIDIA, again, a question about the DMI, how the interpretation of DMI, because today is you are teaching us more about DMI. Okay. So in this one, the momentum is strong, as we can see.
Yes.
You said above 25, right? The black line makes more sense.
Yes, but the green momentum is cooling off and the red momentum is gaining. So once they cross over, it will confirm that yes, and the black line remains high, it will confirm that yes, the negative momentum is taking over.
So, bhai, at this point that we are seeing, you will say the black line indicates the momentum of the green move or the red move.
See, the momentum is only one. The green tells you that there is a positive momentum. If green is higher, that tells you the positive momentum is there. And the strength of the positive momentum is cooling off. So you do not have to read them separate. You need to read them as one umbrella number, the green and red line. When the green is up and the red is low, it means upward momentum is there. What is the strength of that momentum? It's about to cool off. It's still not cooled off. It is still solid green momentum. And you can see there is a simple up move in NVIDIA and it runs. So there is some positive momentum. But the negative momentum has gained. And if you compare this from the March, this is the first time it's gaining momentum. And the strength is right there still. So if it comes down and the strength remains like this, it will cross over somewhere here. And then if it crosses over, by that time we should hit somewhere here.
Got it. Got it. So NVIDIA would be ripe for buying some long-term puts.
See, again, long-term, I have no idea.
Long-term means 3-4 weeks out.
It will be very expensive. No point going into 3-4 weeks out.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And last question, Bhaiji, is that now big bank earnings are coming up with the Citi.
No idea on banks. No idea what they're going to do.
Okay.
Completely like unknown things are happening with banks.
Okay.
So I would like to wait and see what is coming. This is very difficult to play out bank earnings.
No, I get it. But do you expect any pre-earnings run in the banks or no?
Nothing. You may even be surprised that even after earnings, there's nothing there in the banks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, brother.
At this time, everything is unknown. And whenever there is unknown, it's a lot of uncertainty. Uncertainty, it's very difficult to determine.
Understood. Thank you.
Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Naval bhai. I wanted to share my screen.
Go ahead.
Can you see my screen, man?
Yes.
So I was just testing with the Fib GAN, this one. So there is one trend which I drew from like pretty old, like something like from 2009 bottom, say like हमारा 2022 Jan like top tak I drew. So there is this 0.25 Fib jo line hai, it has been marking all the tops from beginning and it kept track of it. And as of now, we are literally sitting on
About
that
to break
line.
down. Yes. Yes. So that's why I also said, even on my regression channel is not like for 2009, but regression channel is right there. If we break this 41, 10, 41, like I'm taking 41.10,
Okay.
41.10 area, if it breaks down, then we are going to get ugly.
Yeah, because this is one major support from all the trend highs.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I observed this one. And one more thing is regarding ES levels. I drew from like an extension from here to here, and it is sitting exactly on 0.5. It has bounced around this white line. It
Yep.
has bounced around.
It has bounced it from multiple times, and that's 4109, 4108. That's where I'm
Yeah.
waiting for. The moment it loses it, it becomes just straight fall.
Can't we expect that it might bounce from this 0.3 by?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this time, if it will fall aggressively.
Hmm. And just in one term, can we consider this whole like over here, this W pattern as a consolidation? Or
So W was set up, and I wanted it to break out. It did not. It did a fake breakout.
okay.
It's not that always W is going to happen and work out. But yes, it was a
Mhm.
W, and I have mentioned in my sheet last 2 times, there's a W, there's a bull flag which is there. And that's why
Yeah.
I got busted, because I was anticipating a breakout. It did not happen, and I got busted.
Hmm. And one more, 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. So this Roku Nolby, like yesterday also we discussed about this one. So as of now, this we thought that like this is a resistance number. It is not able to cross this one. That is exactly 50% of from here to here.
Yes, but it lost at 50%. It's now coming down, right?
Down. Yeah.
So that it will come down, it will find the support. That's what I just said 2 minutes back. 66 and 59 are the two ranges. It needs to break over 66.50, or it needs to break down below 59 to trade.
Mhm.
So the day it breaks above, you can take a trade.
Okay. As of now, like for example, today when I was reading the Fed minutes, I realized that like finally the Fed has agreed that like we are going to have a mild recession by end of 23. So I was thinking the market will react very negatively because like finally the Fed has agreed that like
That
we might
that
have.
that usually is not the case. When Fed accepts it, that's kind of the bottom. So once we
Oh.
have, because market is forward looking. Now they know that there is recession there, right? So they will try to see ahead of 2023, 2024.
Oh, okay.
It's always ahead. But till the moment the recession is not declared, they are anticipating 2023. The day they will declare there is recession, that will be around the bottom.
That will be the bottom. From there
Yeah.
we can again. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, so one person is asking for CMG. Futures are green, but there is no volume. It's the same, there is no volume. CMG is running full-fledged. I don't know whether I should call it as a double top. It's a bearish engulfing candle. It ran with McDonald's like non-stop. If it loses 1685, it can go to 1640 and 1635. On the positive side, it needs to break above 1725 to make some move. Otherwise, it will be a double, triple top. Anyone else? All right, guys. Thank you very much. I hope we all have a good trading day tomorrow. We should recover losses and be confident and happy for next day. Do not trade too much because this market is very difficult to trade. See, gold is a breakout, silver will follow, Chirag. So you can use silver. All right. Have a good night. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.